Gotta be careful. Can't let the evil or the money trap me. So when you see me, you better holler at me. What's up? What's up? What's up? Sean B. Stoller. I'm back in the building. Shout out to all my subscribers. We're gonna get into it, right? With the Katt Williams, with the last video I put out. You haven't seen it, check it out. And this is the thing, right? With Katt Williams at this point, I mean, shout out to Shannon Sharpe again, right? At this point, last time I checked, he over 30 million views, right? So for the most people there, y'all know the story of what Katt Williams and what he said on Shannon Sharpe Club Shay Shay Show. So my thing is this, right? Katt Williams went up there. He made a choice. He chose, man. He chose, man. He chose to speak his truth. He chose to stand on what he stood on, right? And it's like, it's crazy to me, right? Because I mean, other than the people he named and who's affected by what he said, I mean, you can have a right for that. But he chose to speak on what he chose to speak on. You know what I mean? Whether it's true or false. I mean, I'm not here. I don't know Katt Williams. I don't know his history with Hollywood in the sense of me knowing exactly what happened. You feel me? So for me, I'm taking what he say as face value for what he said. Now, if a lot of it may be true, some of it may not be true, but at the end of the day, that's his truth. That's what he stand on. And for me personally, being the man who I am and stand on what I stand on, I appreciate somebody standing on their truth, whether you agree with it, whether you think it's false information, whether you feel like, oh, it's fugaga. You feel me? At the end of the day, he stood on what he stood on, and he chose, man. He chose to stand on his truth. So for me, you know what I'm saying, me being 40 plus years old, I respect him for that. I respect the fact that, you know what? He knew what type of subscribers Shannon Sharpe has on the Shay Shay Show. Especially right now in 2024, man. This is the exposed year. This is the exposed year. If you didn't know, if you're trying to get caught up to speed, you feel me? You're trying to get caught up to speed. 2024, this is the year of the exposure, man. This is the year that a lot of that darkness is coming to the light. Don't walk into the light. A lot of that exposure. So I appreciate Katt Williams and any other individual that comes out and speak their truth, whether you agree with it or not, whether you like, oh man, this guy, he on drugs or he crazy, whatever. Because it's like at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, when you go about your own personal day, I'm talking to you right now, watching this live right now, right? When you go through your day and you go through your life experiences, do you stand on your truth in the matter of what you went through? Or are you going to make excuses why this happened to you? You feel me? Why was, these people doing these things to you? Because like I said in my last video, at the end of the day, right? When you look in the mirror, you got to accept the choices and the decisions that you made. See, regardless what I say and whatever anybody else say, you got to look in that mirror and stand at your truth. You feel me? You know what I mean? You got to stand on your truth because guess what? You don't want to got to live that memory of what you allow and accept it to happen to you. So when Katt Williams speak on what he spoke on and he spoke his truth, whether it's true or false, that ain't for me to decide that. Maybe this make him sleep better at night. Maybe this helps Katt Williams, you know what I'm saying, take the edge off in life. Because when you a man in any type of capacity, right? When you taking care of your family, when you got all these different responsibilities, you got all these commitments and things you have to do to make sure yourself is straight, your family straight, your loved ones are straight, that comes with a lot of pressure, man. That comes with a lot of pressure. And at least with Katt Williams, he came out and he knew he got a lot of fans. He got a lot of supporters. He got a lot of people that be paying attention to what he doing and saying, right? Good or bad. A lot of people, it's going to get traction. He Katt Williams, man. He a legend. At least in my eyes, that's my opinion. You can have yours, and you entitled to yours. You know what I'm saying? You entitled to feel how you feel. I'm just speaking my piece. You feel me? But anyway, when it comes to Katt Williams and what he said, my last video, my response, and what I stood on, I still stand on today. Because when you go about your life, right, and you accept or you accept whatever you're going through, and you disassociate yourself with certain individuals, group of people, corporations, it all has a reaction to that reaction. You feel me? For your action, there's a reaction to that action. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people, I feel like, don't have the courage to do what Katt Williams said. That's why you don't see a lot of celebrities coming out speaking. I mean, yeah, they defending themselves, but they're not dissecting what he said in the sense of gatekeepers and all these different things. That a lot of people come out for what I was watching. I watched a few different videos. I see Kevin Hart responded. You know what I mean? A lot of big time comedians responded. But when you look at the meat and potatoes of what Katt Williams was saying, right? When you dissect the conversation, nobody is really discrediting him. You know what I'm saying? You can't say the man was crazy because, in my opinion, I'm not a physician. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not a therapist. I'm none of that, right? But from my eye test, my IQ test, you feel me? I felt like he was in his right mind based on the videos, and I have seen him live a couple of times. What I could see, it seemed like he was very coherent in his conversation and what he was speaking on. So whether you like it or not, whether you accept it or not, whether you think it's false information or not, that's his truth and what he stood on. And I appreciate him for that, because there's a lot of cats, there's some people around you, there's some people watching this live right now that can't even stand in their truth in their life. You feel me? They can't. You know what I'm saying? They like, you know what I'm saying? Out here letting their wife or letting whoever control whatever they do. So at least this man stood on his truth. And I appreciate that, man to man. I salute you. You know, I don't have to agree with you. And that's the thing. And that's why I say, look at the power of a conversation, man. See, people want to talk all about getting physical with somebody. Look what Katt Williams and Shannon Sharp did with a conversation and got everybody in an uproar. See, that's the game I'm talking about, man. You feel me? Everything don't have to be physical. Everything don't have to be so violent or anything like that when it comes to the Black community, right? Especially in America. That's what I'm speaking on. I'm from here. I'm born here. Love here. You feel me? Good or bad? So it's like, at least with the power of the conversation with Katt Williams and Shannon Sharp, look at the millions of people reacting to that interview. Look at that. Just sit back and really analyze that situation. Everybody got so much to say about what Katt Williams said, right? Millions of people, millions of views. What nobody talking about really getting violent. Okay, he did talk about busting Cedric Entertainment's stomach, but you know, that was funny. But anyway, look at the power of the conversation. When I started this channel a year ago, that's all I was talking about. Why we can't just think a little bit different? Why we can't react a different way? You step on my shoe, now you want to do something to me? So look at the power of the conversation. Look how much power you have in your tongue and when you speak. Especially if you stand on something, right? See, a lot of people don't have that backbone. You don't even have a backbone in your own life, but you got a comment about Katt Williams and what he said and what's this and what's Illuminati, come on, man. Oh, you like that mug? Like a boss. I'm sipping on coffee this morning, man. You know, it's early, so I got water over here and some coffee, man. That's all I'm sipping on today, huh? But anyway, I just think like this, right? That's all about the choice and what you chose. because where we at today is different than what we were years ago, centuries ago, in the sense of how we talk and communicate with each other, right? That's why I love, some people talk bad about social media and different people with voices. Man, I appreciate that. Because go back 10, 20, 30 years ago, man, you had to go to a magazine, you know what I'm saying, that you didn't have control of. It was the people that was in control of what you say in the interview and how they chop it up and make you look a certain type of way. So I love social media. Shout out to YouTube, Instagram, all of y'all, man. All these platforms. You know why? Because at least you could say the average people, the average person like myself, can get out here and articulate ourselves and have a conversation for people that want to hear this type of conversation. Because that's, to me, that's what's needed. We need more positivity. We need people just speaking their truth, whether you like it or not. You know what I'm saying? So that's my point of it. You know what I mean? So with the Katt Williams thing, I just feel like, could he have said things a different way? In my opinion, absolutely yes. But that's his truth. My decisions ain't his decisions. Just like everybody's struggle is different. Your tax bracket is different than mine. That don't make you less of a person to me. You feel me? That's your decision. Now, if you want to get in a better position, come on now. That's what my channel was about. Nothing but motivation. Good game over here. You feel me? Tap in with me. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. You know what I mean? And once this live is over, go ahead and tap in, hit that live tab, go through my video tab. I drop videos every day. So, Sean B. Stoller, all I bring to you is nothing but good game, good conversation, good motivation, and hopefully some type of inspiration, huh? You feel me? But it's like, I just feel like, right, when you really look at that, I've watched that Katt Williams live a few times, right? I watched it a few times, and what I get from him, it definitely sounds like there's some pain there for sure. And I think that when Katt Williams went up to Shannon Sharp, Shay Shay, Club Shay Shay, he was ready to just really unreveal his trauma in a sense, or things he'd been through and people that said certain things about him because he said it. He had to come out there and clear up the air to people speaking on him. So I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the fact he just like, you know what? All these big time comedians and people y'all consider greats gonna come up here and disrespect me. Now it's my time to speak. So now he finally spoke and everybody in an uproar. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at the power of a conversation, huh? Look at the power of the lips, the tongue, huh? You feel me? The swag, the conversation, huh? That's what I'm talking about, man. Shout out, man. Shout out to anybody that's thinking a different way and want to have a conversation as opposed to doing something what they used to do back in the days. Now, of course, in life, you got to move accordingly. I'm not saying everything is peace and rah-rah. Absolutely not. But at the same time, if we can have a conversation, let's do that. You feel me? Let's chop it up like real gentlemen. You know what I mean? Let's really, you know what I mean, dissect the issue and get to the problem, huh? And it's like, I just think that going forward, more people need to come out. Going forward, a lot of people need to just, live in their truth and go about it your own way. Because regardless of what I say, regardless what other people's opinions are, it's your life and your decision. And let this be a message to those in big, powerful positions, like they say, the gatekeepers, right? Let the gatekeepers know that it's a new era, man. It's a new era. And like I said in my last video with you got to shout out Cassie and Diddy because they helped, catapult this conversation and this era that we going into in 2024. We here, man. And so I just personally feel like, man, it's crazy how you can have a conversation, right? You can have a conversation And look how everybody is in an uproar. Everybody, not every, I shouldn't say everybody, most people have something to say about it. And it was just a powerful conversation. You know what I mean? It's like you hanging out with your, I'm saying, one of your partners you ain't seen in a while, or somebody you feel like, okay, this is somebody worth having a conversation with, and look at the outcome. You know what I mean? Look at the outcome. So when it comes to Black culture, FBA, or whatever you want to say, right? Look at the power of just having a conversation and standing on what you stand on. Look at that. Everybody want to talk all this negativity and sliding and doing all this crazy madness, right? That's part of life too. But this need to be highlighted even more. How these two individuals come together and have a conversation, put it out to the world, and look how it's going, huh? Who say we ain't got the sauce, huh? Who say we ain't got the sauce? Oh, come on, man. But I really hope though, I do a little joking, right? But it's some seriousness all dosed in this whole conversation. But I just feel like in general, I hope this awaken a lot of people to choose a different way of doing things. You know what I mean? Because I'm with the today era. I'm in my 40s, but the 90s is the 90s. You know what I'm saying? The 90s is the 90s. Yeah, the music, I still listen to a lot of the music, but I'm of today era. You feel me? I'm out here doing stocks. I do different things. I work, at a corporate job, but I'm not just focusing on one thing of income, one stream of income. That's why I'm on YouTube. That's why I have different things that I'm involved in, right? But that's because of yesterday. I'm not looking at what was done in 2008. And you know what I mean? We passed all that. We in a new era. You know what I'm saying? I call it the digital era. That's where we at now. Everything is fastly streamed, quick reactions, quick responses. So when you go about your day, you go about your life, you got to move a certain type of way because, everybody's watching, everybody's paying attention, especially when you get into a popular position in life. And you don't have to be a celebrity. You can also be somebody just in your neighborhood, man. If you somebody living well in your neighborhood, your neighbors know who you are, whether you speak to them or not, because they see what type of house you have. They see type of car you driving. Come on, man. So I just personally feel like, man, I hope with this whole situation with Katt Williams, it helped people to look at things a different way and choose a different path. Because it was some Jews, and personally, in my opinion, that he dropped in there that I took away from it in a sense of, instead of everybody focusing on trying to get to Hollywood, I mean, why not start creating your own productions? You know what I'm saying? Do it like the independent guys in the rap game, your E40s out there. You know what I'm saying? Where they package their own merchandise and they sell it to the corporations. You know what I mean? And still hold your rights. It's all about, to me, in this new digital era, I personally feel like if they not giving you a deal, like Henderson, excuse me, with Taraji and the situation that's going on with her, Taraji Henderson, if I didn't say it correctly. I want to make sure I say it correctly. When it comes to Taraji and her situation, in Hollywood and how they not paying her, I just personally feel like it's a time where people need to stop looking for others to give you that bag. Why not build your stuff up? You know what I mean? I think that's where it's at, because you can't change what somebody else have created, unless they want to change it, right? So what's the flip side to that? What's the other side of the coin to that? What's your other plan if this doesn't work? You know what I mean? I just think when it comes to Hollywood, it comes to going through these major corporations, if they're not trying to give you what you're asking for, then that's why I always talk about grind till you get in position. You know what I mean? Instead of you trying to have them give you a budget, make them give you a budget by your work. You know what I mean? Maybe you have to take less paying roles where you have more control and say so. Maybe you have some type of equity or stocks in the film or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you need to start looking at it differently as opposed to rushing to them to give you that bag. And I think with all of technology we have today, and be honest with you, if you good, you know, either talking to people or being able to get people to come together and work with you to, complete whatever task you're trying to do in life, I feel like that's a great team right there to start with. You know what I'm saying? Because when I look at the ones who's very successful, a lot of them look like they own their own stuff, or they grind so long where you had to respect them and had to pay them accordingly. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like when it comes to these corporations, when it comes to Hollywood, instead of you going through that door, you know what I mean? They say that door, right? Instead of you doing any of that, right? Why not try a different way? People want to talk bad about uh platforms like Tubi and all this and that, but guess what? You can make a movie off an iPhone. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, man, you got to figure out different ways to doing it. Because if that old way ain't working, if it's not beneficial for you, then it's time to change up your formula. It's time to look at things differently. Take what you have and take a risk for yourself. Because I was always told, you feel me? I was always told if you don't invest in yourself, you can't be mad at what they giving you. You know what I'm saying? That's in life in general. I'm not talking about nobody specific. I'm just saying in general. If you out here, you consider yourself a content creator, a celebrity, or whoever you are, rapper, whatever. If you don't take the time to invest money or take sacrifices to better yourself to get in a better position, why you mad at somebody else telling you what your value is? Because you're not willing to spend money on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the bigger thing for me. Like, you sitting there, some people get, Hollywood not paying me this, or, they not willing to give me this type of budget, but they giving this budget to so-and-so. Okay, yeah, that's true. Well, how much investing are you doing in you? Because when I think of people like Tyler Perry, I watched a little bit of it, his history. I forgot what show he was on. It might have been Oprah years ago. And he was saying how for years he used to work and use his tax return money and invest into the shows, the plays he was doing for years, and he was losing. He said he wasn't making a lot of money for years. And then, of course, it finally popped, voila. But what I'm saying is, just looking at his journey based on that information I got, he was willing to risk everything he had in life for his dream. He was willing to invest everything he had, even though it constantly failed, into his dream. See, that's what I stand on. You feel me? That's what I stand on. Regardless what you say about me, regardless what you don't like about me, I'm going to stand on what I stand on, and I'm going to continue investing in myself because I believe I'm that great when it comes to me. You feel me? And I just feel like when you look at these different situations and, like they say, the door, the door. Instead of you taking that door, man, you walk away. And if that means you got to grind longer to get in position, then do you believe in yourself? Do you stand on what you stand on? Are you willing to go the long route instead of looking at the shortcut? Because you see what that shortcut gives you, right? You feel me? That gives you that dress, right? You know what I mean? You want the shortcut? Come into this room. Let's sit on the couch. You want that shortcut? Okay. We're gonna sign. You're not gonna have no publishing. You want to be a rapper? Cool. Sign over your publishing. Here's a $50,000 check. Have a good day. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about that. Don't worry about this. You worry about royalties, man. We finna give you $2 million up front. Don't worry about it. You signed for 10 albums. Don't worry about it. You good. We make sure you straight. Invest in yourself. And guess what? It may not even work. See, that's the thing. Nobody talks about that. Just because you invest in yourself doesn't mean it's going to work. No. Or it may take even longer for it to work. So do you feel like you can keep it going for that long? See, everything is a test, man. That's my opinion. Everything is a test. It's really testing your belief system for yourself. Because like I've been saying, when you look in that mirror every morning, what do you see? Regardless of how somebody think you look, you feel me? To my ladies, oh, I know you, you know what I'm saying? You beautiful. They can tell, a man can tell you, individual can tell you beautiful for all day, all night long. But when you look in your mirror, do you see that same beauty? Oh yeah. Yeah. Now we talking, right? Now we talking. When you stand up in that mirror, do you see yourself the same way everybody else see you? Or do you need them to give you that power, to give you that motivation? So you telling me if you don't believe in yourself that much and you need everybody around you to motivate you, how truly motivated are you? I'll wait. Just saying though. I'm just saying though. You feel me? You know what I mean? Because it ain't easy, man. That's why a lot of people take the cheat way. A lot of people use the cheat code because they see that path and they like, man, do I want to grind for 5 years, 10 years before I really get real shine? Or I can do some other things, huh? I'm just saying though, the choice is yours, huh? It's yours. I just feel like this, man. When you built yourself up, right? You built yourself, you get in position, they have to treat you a certain type of way. They can't treat you like the, you know what I mean, homie that they didn't, you know, planet in the game. They gotta come correct. Yeah, they're gonna try you, of course. That's in life. Everybody, you're gonna get tried in all different facets of life when it comes to your relationships, huh? Your business ships, your family ships. You're gonna get tested, man, whether you want to or not. That's just how it goes. You're always gonna have a test, man. Oh, you thought when you was in high school and college and once you got out that was over? Oh, absolutely not. You trying to work for a law firm, you trying to work for a major corporation, they have a process and the terms and conditions that you have to commit to and follow through on. Huh? Oh yeah, it ain't over, bro. You know what I mean? You forever gonna have to get tested and make sure you can remain in position, especially if you are some type of president, CEO, district manager. Come on, man. So when you get tested, right? And when your tests come in the form of you believing in yourself first, because before anybody else do, you got to do it first, huh? You may have 1,000 people that say they don't believe in you, but all you need is that one, and it starts with you. You know? Oh yeah, oh yeah. You know what I mean? So when I think about the Katt Williams situation and just anybody else in general, right? That's why I appreciate Katt Williams for the fact that look at his path, though. You know what I mean? I can see why he feel a certain way about certain comedians, but that's just because of his process and what he went through. See, I'm not here to say anybody is lying or anything. That ain't my place. That's not my, that's not my thing because at the end of the day, I don't know none of these people, man. I only know what was given out publicly and what my experience going to their concerts or watching their live, streams or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really know any of these celebrities, right? I'm just using them for an example for the conversation because it's bigger than that. If you haven't peeped game, huh? It's bigger than that. But it all comes back to the basic thing. How much do you believe in you? No matter how much technology changed, you still need somebody to believe in the process. You know what I mean? And it's like You're either going to invest in yourself, build yourself up, or you have to accept what they're giving you. Yeah, you can probably negotiate to a degree, but understand if you don't control your destination, meaning if you're not willing to invest in yourself and take that gamble that you may lose multiple times before you get to that win, do you have enough stamina? Do you have enough mental muscle to go through your process? Huh? Oh, that's a bar. Do you have enough mental muscle to go through your process? Huh? Do you feel? Told you, man. You get laced over here, man. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You got to have enough mental muscle because it ain't all about your physical. It ain't about doing these. Nah. Nah, 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 nah. You do enough of these, right? You're gonna be in the cell block 8, or you're gonna be somewhere where they can't find you. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But I just personally feel like when it comes to all this, right? The whole situation in general, right? I always like the things that break things down to the most basic understanding, just for the fact that it always comes back to the basics. The basics is how much you believe in yourself, and are you willing to gamble on yourself? Because everybody can talk that that talk that had them hot takes. You know, man, I would do this, I would do that. Okay, well, why haven't you? Why haven't you? I know you got kids, you got bills, you got this, you got that, but so what? So what? When you go out here into the world, you think they really care about how you personally feel? No, nobody cares, man, except for the ones who care about you, right? Nobody cares, man. So at the end of the day, what is your process? And do you believe in your own process? So you won't have to go through that door. You won't have to go through those gatekeepers. They got to come to you. And when they come to you, because you done built yourself up, now the conversation got to go different. They can't throw you them little crumbs that they gave everybody else because you didn't come in the game like that. You feel me? That's why you look at the Tyler Perry, how he got his own, you know what I'm saying? His whole, pretty much his own Universal Studios to a degree, right? He got his own Hollywood because look at the foundation. See, it always come back to the basics. I don't care how high tech you want to be in life. That's cool. But it still comes back to the basic understanding. How much are you willing to invest in yourself? You know, a lot of people want to hate on Tyler Perry, what type of movies he do, and what he's not a how he not a man for this, man for that. Okay, that's cool. That's your opinion. Stand on that. There's nothing wrong with that. But at the end of the day, look how much he was willing to bet on himself for years before it popped. Yeah. So you can look back on it and say, "Oh man, I would have did this different. I wouldn't have wore the dress." But hey, man, his truth is his truth. How about you? Huh? Ah, we don't want to have that conversation, right? Hey, you know what I'm saying? So I just like I'm gonna leave you with this. I'm not gonna be on here long. I'm gonna come back tonight though. We're gonna do another live tonight. I'm feeling good, man. I just had to come on here and drop a little something because I had a few people hit me up, but I love the social media game. You know what I mean? And it hit me up with some negative comments, but I'm like, cool. Yeah, that's yours, man. Stand in yours. It's okay. I got big shoulders, man. I did a video several times saying, I don't care what you think of me. Because I'm going to stand in mine. How about you? I'm going to always stand on mine and believe in mine, invest in mine, and grind till I come up. Hello. So I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Stay tuned with me. You new to my channel, please hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button so you can always continue getting that nothing but good game from me. Good conversation, good motivation. You feel me? And I just want to shout out all the new subscribers. Thank you, thank you. And anybody that's looking for something a little bit different, I'm the guy for you. You feel me? There's a few of us out here. So I want to thank y'all for watching this live. You're on a playback. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Show some love to the channel, man. You feel me? And I'll leave you with this. When you get up in the morning, when you come home from work and you look in that mirror, what do you see?